Hello and welcome back to the Achievement Planner. And today I'm coming to you with one of my favorite games of all time, Breathedge. And this game is so awesome. The problem is, it's confusing, and it's hard to really see where things are in space, and also it's glitchy. In fact, I started to make a speed run video of this and got a whole bunch through, and then I tried to save, and then it wouldn't save, and then I restarted to save, and it erased everything. So I never finished that run, and I don't know if I'm ever going to, because that was really irritating. So, but if you can get past all that, and as long as there are no glitches and stuff, this is by far one of the best crafting games I've ever played. Yeah. All right, here we go. 45 achievements for 1,000 gamer score. 5 out of 10 difficulty. It's not hard. It's just that it's difficult to not run out of air and die. Yeah, I guess that's really the difficulty of it. It's not that hard to survive other than that. Completion time, 25 to 30 hours. It took me a little over 30 hours to get all of it. Playthrough number 1, all achievements, unless you are not going to do the little glitchy thing, which I didn't actually do. You have to beat this game in under 7 hours, but the problem is I actually didn't do it on purpose, but because of the way I finished it, it happened to finish within a certain 24-hour time frame, where from the time I started the game or something, it was only 7 hours from there, and I got this speedy achievement. And I don't know how that happened, but I was planning on doing a second playthrough, so we're going to say you can do we're going to assume that you're going to be doing it like this, which is all over the internet how to do that. But yeah, other than that, I guess you would have to add another playthrough. And the reason why this game is so difficult for the achievements is because there are no descriptions that make sense. That's why I didn't even write any descriptions on here, because they make no sense. It doesn't say anything, all right? So, category number 1, story achievements, 7 achievements for 130 gamer score. That's the other thing. When you're looking at the achievements, which one's a story achievement and which one's not? Which is why, hopefully, this plan will help you majorly, because I was so confused. I actually almost gave up a whole bunch of times at first. I'm glad I didn't. So these are the story achievements you will get. Yeah, I mean, I really looked through all of them and said, is this necessary for story? And this is my list. So, I mean, because so many of them look like they're for the story and they're not. Really frustrating. All right, category number, well, not if you have this plan. Category number 2, progress achievements, 3 achievements for 60 gamer score. Bleh. So, for this, number 1, small puffs of gas, 10 gamer score. Once you create the accelerator, which you're going to get in the first section with the shawarma, and yeah, so you can use the accelerator by pressing right trigger on Xbox. So you just have to accelerate for a total of 5 minutes. So I got this no problem by the first section of the game. I just kept accelerating, and you can pick up stuff to help you, well, actually, you get tired of your accelerator stops, and you have to wait, and it will refresh, and then you have to keep accelerating. So you could technically do it all in one sitting if you want, but I think through game progress, you will just you'll get it. Same thing with number 2, hacker. This is where you get a special tool, a hacking tool, and you need to hack these coffins. They're just random coffins all over the place, and you need to hack 20 of them for this achievement. I had to hack more than 20, or I ended up hacking more than 20. So if you are lost, though, I'm going to be putting up, I'm going to be putting up a whole playthrough of Aussie Gamer 17, who's great, and he's got an entire thing, the entire game. You can look there; he'll show you exactly where to find each coffin. But for this, I think you might, even if you're just looking around, be able to find all of them yourself. And number 3, sharpshooter, you'll get this by shooting 100 bullets or whatever, blaster bolts. I don't know what it is. But yeah, you get this pistol eventually, and you just have to shoot 100 times. And I think it was a total of 2 different pistols. The pistol ran out eventually. You had to get 2 pistols worth, and you would get that. If you make the pistols and you're just shooting enemies, you will have no, I mean, there aren't many enemies, but if you're just shooting it, you'll end up getting this. And by the way, this game is weird. It's kind of split into 2 sections. There's chapters 1 to 3, which are the crafting, looting crafting type of part of the game, and then there's 4 to 6, and it's really different. Yeah, I won't even tell you what's different about it, but it's very different. Anyway, so the next category number 3, Prologue, chapter 1 achievements, 7 achievements for 150 gamer score. So these are all the ones that I felt were not story ones, where you have to go out of your way to get all these things. And like I said, how do you know that? Well, I'm telling you, but it was so difficult to understand, honestly. And I'm going to show you what they are. Yeah, here we go. So number 1, BDSM fan club, lovely. 30 gamer score. Oh dear, yeah. This game's a little dirty. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big fan of that stuff, but you know, whatever. You might be. You might enjoy it. The dirty humor. So anyway, in the beginning, the cutscene, you'll be interrogated by the mob robot. Right? How you doing? And when you're given the opportunity, you need to spit at it. You spit at this robot a whole bunch of times. So just keep spitting at it, and it'll hit you, and then you'll get this this achievement for the fan club. All right. Yeah, all right. All right, so the next one, number 2, Sherlock. And this is when you are in the first section. Well, all of these are in the prologue is that first one, BDSM fan club. So all the rest should be in chapter 1. So basically you're in different areas for chapter 1. And in chapter 2 and 3, you're in a different area. And in chapter 4, 5, and 6, you're in a completely different game almost, all right? So anyway, but yeah, so this is all in chapter 1. So right kind of near your first shuttle, you're going to go down, and you're going to see this bed, and there's this pink debris, and there's an astronaut cuffed to the bed. Yeah, so just look at the stuff around him, and you will get the Sherlock achievement, all right? It's all over in that area. The next one is Smuggler, and Smuggler is where you're going to find in that same first area, over by the frozen red paint cans. You're like, red paint cans in space? What are you talking about? You'll see. There's a dead guy. You have to take his eye out, and then you have to scan it in the nearest terminal, and you'll unlock that achievement. This game is all right. Oh, number 4, Concussion. So this is ridiculous. So after you do a bunch of the main objectives, you're going to have to do this objective called Crap Imposed by the Developers. I mean, some of this game is super funny. And so to do this, you're going to have to find 2 refined metal and wire and thick electrical tape, which you're going to get so much throughout this whole game. And you're going to build the crap imposed by the developers. And then what you need to do is you need to put it in your hands and hit yourself a bunch of times. What? Give yourself a concussion? So then, yeah, once you do that, you get the achievement. Oh, man. The next one is Artist. And, again, by the starting ship, you're going to go to another section. Just looking around, you're going to find a whole bunch of dummies, like mannequin dummies. And then once you go there, you're going to find that 3 of them have been drawn on. So you have to find the 3 that were drawn on, and you will get this achievement. The next one is Chicken Dielectric. So for this one, this is actually really easy. There are sparking wires throughout the game, and you need to use you have an immortal chicken. What does that even mean? Like, how is this chicken immortal? You need to use it to put out the sparks. All right, 3 times, and then you get that achievement. And the last one, multi-layered. Oh, you thought it couldn't get worse, right? This one, you have to go kind of behind a starter ship. And you can look around yourself. I mean, you can see on Aussie Gamer's Guide if you want to look. But you have to find underwear. What? You need to find underwear. That's right. And it's multicolored. So it's hard to miss. All right. So, yeah, those are the ones you'll find in Chapter 1. And, again, knowing that, just focus on that. Don't worry about all the other achievements. Trying to get those. And I think it'll be way easier for you to get through this game with the achievements if you do that. All right. So, Category 4, Chapter 2 and 3 achievements. 15 achievements for 375 gamer score. Yeah. So it's a lot of stuff. And it's not hard, it's just knowing where to go. So the first one, a complete all right, so yeah. I wonder what they were trying to say there. 35 gamer score. And this is another one of those dumb ones. So right at the beginning of chapter 2, the first thing you have to do is you have this drill. And you have to try to interrogate the artificial intelligence. So you have to just keep trying to use the drill to kill yourself. So just keep trying to drill yourself, and then you'll get this achievement. It'll keep saying, don't do it. Oh, my. Number 2, a contributor to the industry. So at a certain point, when you actually get 3 coffins, I think it was 3, yeah, 3 coffins, a message will appear and ask if you purchased the game or you pirated it. And you have to say that you purchased it, and then you will then get this achievement because you're a contributor to the industry. How nice. Number 3 is called Trust Me, I'm an Engineer. And this one I'm pretty sure is missable. That's why I put it here. But you go through this, into this this huge piece of a ship that's broken, and there is an engineer identification card hidden inside there somewhere. And it's in the video. You can see where it is. But Yeah, I think you don't have to get it, so that's why I put it here. So if you do have to get it for story progression, then don't even worry about it. But make sure you get it. All right. The next one is Destructor, and Destructor. This one is where you try to break through a door without actually you gotta try to hit it open, and you break it open with one of your items. You don't actually open it the right way, so you have to destroy the door. So the first one is in the one with the left of the intercom in the ship at the end of the tunnel filled with the giant tape. So you will see this. I think it was close to that area where the ID was. And the second one is at the bottom of the military module. So I got the first one, so you'll see in the video where it is. But yeah, make sure you break it and you don't open it regularly, or else you won't get that achievement. So the next one is Shepherd. And for Shepherd, there are these space cows all over the place in spacesuits. What? So you have to scan the cow wearing the spacesuit, and it's at the bio module. All right, it's near the back, next to the 3 skinned cows. Yeah, you're gonna find these cows. A lot of this, I mean, you could see where it is on the videos I have. Watch Aussie Gamer's Guide, or you could just keep looking around everywhere. A lot of these places I went so many times, over and over, and eventually you find it. So you got to scan this cow. All right, the poor cow. The next one is mutagen. And when you are at the bio module, you'll need explosives to do the bio module. I'll let you figure out how to do the explosives yourself. But you blow up these doors, these huge pieces, and then there are these glass glass pods with mutants inside, and you have to scan 3 of these pods, and that is how you get that achievement. All right. Number 7, a rebel. And for doing this, you're gonna be a rebel. Like, how dare you, really? You get this also at the bio module. Once you're inside, the suit will tell you to press a button, and the character presses it, but the suit asks you to press the green. Instead, you have to press the red button instead. All right, make sure you do not press the green once you go in there. All right, and this is the bio module with the mutants in the tubes. The next one is 8, heroic deed. For this one, it's also chapter 2. You need to retrieve 5 discharge cells, and the way you do that is there are these turrets, these anti-asteroid turrets on ships, and you need to actually disable them. You cannot break them. If you break them with a scrapper or a blaster or something, then you will not be able to do this. You have to actually disable them, which is easy. You just have to sneak around, and then once you disable them, you'll be able to collect the cells. All right, the discharge cells. So you have to collect 5 of those. So make sure you don't break them. I mean, there are plenty of these turrets, so you'll find it. But the next one, number 9, is pollutionist. And this one was just a little bit annoying because it's hard to get this. You have to get 10 cleaning robots. You have to find them. They're all over the place. Well, they're in certain spots, actually, not all over the place. And you have to break them. The first time you see it is you get to the engineering shovel. It's around there. There's a giant tape ball, and there are these little flying robots around it, and you have to try to get them. So I tried to smack them with the handy scrapper, and I cocould not hit them. I don't know. So once I got the pistol, I went back and I killed 10 of them. You know, I mean, you'll find them in different spots, and you know, the best place is where I said before. So, number 10, Bandit. This one was also a little difficult because you have to deal with the police robots. And near the military module, there are these police robots, and what you need to do is you need to throw EMP grenades, which once again, I'll let you figure out how to do that. You're going to need EMP grenades, and you have to throw it at these robots until they, pass out, kind of. Well, I mean, they're robots. They don't pass out. And then it'll stop doing what it's doing. Then you need to throw a grenade at it to blow it up. And you have to do this 3 different times in order to get this. And so to get them to stop and to get all those grenades and all that, it was a little bit of work. So, yeah, I mean, that's that. The next one is number 11, Psychiatrist. And for this one, you have to search a box and retrieve a letter inside. And so you can see on the video, what it looks like. If you want to search, I would say, I think it was around the military module area. But if you want to search on your own, that's good to search on your own. You can look at Aussie Gamer's Guide if you want to know more about exactly. But once you pick up that, you'll get that achievement. Number 12, Dodger. So there are these rings, and all these broken ships all over the place. Some of them make up little rings of fire and stuff. A ring of fire. Johnny Cash is here. And so then you have to just fly through it. So once you get the motorcycle or whatever, even if you want to just fly through it without the motorcycle, you just have to go through 25 of them. I think I finished this around towards the beginning of chapter 4. I think not in chapter 4, at the end of chapter 3. And sometimes they're lava rings, sometimes they're tape. It's all different stuff. So you just have to find the rings all over. And then the next one is electronic. And this one, I had to get more EMP grenades, and you have to throw it at these cores. So there are these electric cores. You'll see them. I actually couldn't find one for so long, but then I looked up on the guide, or I watched Aussie Gamer, and he showed me where they were. And so you can see there are these electric like circles and their cores on them, and you have to throw the EMP grenades, short it out, and then take. You have to take the core of it, and then once you take 6 of those, you will get this achievement. Yeah, so it's a lot of the same type of thing over and over. So coffin counter. So this one is like right at the end of chapter 2 and 3. Kind of, it's when you get to the Normandy. The Normandy is a ship you're going to be using in the second half of the game. And once you get there, you're going to see all coffins all around. So you just need to go up to these coffins, and you just have to trigger the dialogue that goes for 10 of them. Yeah, and if you do that, it was super easy. Just don't get in the Normandy and leave before you do it. That's why that would be super missable. And the last one, persistent, 20 gamer score. It's actually in the beginning of chapter 4 for this one, but I put it here just because you're still in the ship Normandy that you took off in. So I just put it in this one. And what you need to do for this is, as the energy weapons are getting repaired on the Normandy, before you really start out and go into the space where you're going to do the rest of the achievements. Yeah, so you see you dock at this first station, and then your engines fail, and then you keep trying to like get them to work, and then the computer or whoever, there's like this AI talking to you. It's like the engines have failed, and you keep pressing it over and over and over, and it will eventually get mad at you. But yeah, so you just keep doing that and you'll get the persistent trophy. So I just put that there because I felt like it was still kind of part of the other one, even though it's the other chapter. Because it's not really part of all the other stuff you're going to do, which you'll see. Category number 5, vehicle achievements, 2 achievements for 30 gamer score. And this is for making the vacuum cleaner and the car. So for both of these things, it's a lot of process. You're going to have to, first of all, you're going to need the blueprint for both. Then you're going to have to create a base, which I only made a tiny base. I barely build things when I play games like this. And then you need to get a transport module blueprint of any size. And then you need to attach a transport module to your base. And you could use like like whatever corridor to connect them. And so because they're 2 separate modules. So once you get that, you need the dispenser tool, because you need to create a transport platform in your transport module. So yeah, once you get that, and oh, and by the way, that will be 2 aluminum, 1 inductor, and 1 compensator for that. So once you do that, then you need to create the rocket bike at the platform, the transport platform. And for the rocket bike, you are going to need 4 aluminum, 1 generator, 1 compensator, and 1 plasma. Oy. And once you get on the bike, you'll be good. Yeah, you're going to get lycoplasma in this big area with like, it's all destroyed, like lava-y. You'll see. You need a special suit to be able to get it because it's hot. And so you build that, and then you get on this. It's like a vacuum bike, whatever. There's another vacuum bike throughout the game also. So, but yeah, this one you make, and then so the other one is for the car. And it's the same type of thing. In the same area, you're gonna have to do all the same stuff, and then you'll find the ZAZ1 vehicle blueprint, and you need to make this. You'll need 2 generators. You'll need 2 Breathedge energy cores, 2 compensators, and 2 lycoplasma. Plasma, yeah. And then you get in the car, and then you could use it. And I barely used the car. I made it, I drove to the Normandy, and that was it. I barely used it. I should have done it sooner. But as long as you make those 2, the energy cores are going to be the hardest part. But you'll get that from the other achievement with the EMPs. If you're having any trouble like finding where these things are, you could always watch Aussie Gamer's guides, and he'll show you where they are. But if you just look around, you'll find all these materials to find things. You'll find the blueprints. Just search everywhere. As long as you don't go into the Normandy, you can look endlessly. The open world never stops. All right, so the last 2 categories. Category 6, Chapter 4 achievements, 8 achievements for 180 gamer score. And this, like I was saying, this is very strange. It's almost like a different type of game. Yeah, I don't know. It's almost like an action game instead of an actual like crafting open world game. So for this, number 1, Undertaker, 30 gamer score. You need to destroy with your weapons on the Normandy 7 to 10 robot coffins. You'll find coffins. But yeah, you're also trying to go for other achievements at the same time, kind of. So you're going to kill a lot of these, but they're going to come after you and try to kill you. So you just have to kill a bunch of them, and you will get the Undertaker achievement. So the next one, Cartographer, is where you're flying in your Normandy, and you fly to the boundaries of the map. So you just have to keep flying until you get to the end, and eventually, yeah, you'll get this achievement. So I just just flew for fun, and I got it. Yeah, and the next one is a menace to cows. The poor cows. So once you're near the glass dome, in chapter 4, you find a group of cows just like floating. It's like icy area, and to get this, you have to kill 7 of them. Oh, with the Normandy. You're in the Normandy this whole time doing all this stuff. So the right choice. This one is where you progress through the cryo station, and then you have to press one of 2 buttons. And you press either button and you'll get the achievement because it's one of 2, but you can press either one. As long as you press a button, you get it. So this may be non-missable, but I just put it in this because I'm doing all the achievements for this category. So yeah, you just have to press any button and it works. I don't know. All right, number 5, Mumbo Jumbo. So for this one, in some of the wreckage, you will see that there's a teleporter. And it was toward the lower portion of the map. The map is not that large in this section. And you have to just go through the teleporter a few times, and it doesn't work. And it'll keep saying, like, to go through it. So you just have to go through it a couple times, and your suit will tell you that. And then you unlock it. Yeah. So the next 2 are... yeah. Number 6, Toucher, and 7... Think with your own head. So you get to this place, this one of the spots. I think there are about 5 spots in this area. You go into the one, and there are these trees just in this ship or in this salvager, and you have to touch the trees. You have to like pet them, and once you pet like 2/3 of them, you'll get the touch achievement. And your suit, your AI will be like, why are you doing this? What is wrong with you? And then if you continue to touch it after that achievement, you'll get the next achievement. You just have to keep touching these trees. Like, this is the... I love this game. It's so ridiculous. All right, number 8, Machine Gunner. So for this one, you need to kill more of the coffins that are trying to kill you. And eventually you're going to get to level 4. So you just have to keep killing them and shooting them. Some people say it takes like 25 to 30 kills to get from level 3 to level 4. Yeah, so you just keep seeing it, and you'll see they're like little red icons when you see them in front of you. And yeah, you just have to keep killing them, and you'll get that. All right. And by the way, there are other achievements in this game that are also there, but you don't need every single achievement in the menu to get 100% of this game. So some of them you're going to be like, well, how come I've killed this many of this, or I've done this, and I'm not getting this achievement? Like one of them was breaking like big balls of ice in this section, and I was like, I broke enough. Why did I not get it? Because I was going by the wrong achievement list because I was confused, which is why you're not going to be confused because I'm telling you. All right. So, but yeah, so there are other things. There are other things that you don't have to do. So you can do them if you want. All right, Category 7, Chapter 5 and 6 achievements. 3 achievements for 75 gamer score. Number 1, Voyeur. Oh, dear. And this is, you're going to start out in Chapter 5 in a certain thing, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. I guess it's kind of spoilerish. But once you get out of that thing, you will then follow the path, and you will then see your ship, the Normandy. And when you fly up to the Normandy, you look inside the window, and you will see something. And I won't even tell you what you see either. And then you will get that achievement. So make sure you do not miss it. You kind of like leave the building, fly out into space. You kind of see it on the right next against the other building. So yeah, before you go in the other building, make sure you look inside of it. Number 2, the Breathtaking. This one is in Chapter 6. So this is like the kind of the last fight. You'll be in this big area, and you'll have the coffin robots shooting you, and you need to end up killing 10 of them. At that point, so I think they respawn. They keep respawning. So if you kill like one, it'll keep respawning. So you can even look at the same spot. So yeah, I don't even remember if I killed all of them or just I went around. But I think I hid and just killed them. But you can see on the video. And just make sure you bring some blasters with you at that point because it'll be much easier if you just do that. And the last one, like I said, is Quick Draw, 35 gamer score. I thought I was going to have to redo it and do a speed run under 7 hours, but somehow the time I ended compared with the time I started was under 7 hours. Yeah, I don't understand that glitch necessarily. So, yeah, so, and you could see online exactly how to do that if you really want to do that. I think Aussie Gamer also does that, so he'll explain it. So yeah, this game is fantastic. As long as it doesn't bug out, it's awesome. So I think you should play it. Let me know in the comments if you played it, if you like it. And maybe one day I will do a guide for it to tell you exactly how to get everything. But hopefully this will be good in the meantime. And I'll see you next time in Achievement Planner.